Working from home, 5 productivity tips while working from home. Working remotely used to be really rare. Do you remember the days when it was called telecommuting? Well, it's not so rare now. The pandemic forced a lot of people to actually have to work from home and forced employers to actually figure out how to make that work. And people found out that they actually like it. They like not having to get all dressed up for the office except for the top half, right, for Zoom calls. They like hitting the fridge for lunch rather than spending tons of money at restaurants or packing a bag lunch. They especially like not having to actually listen to all that annoying consumer gripe and complain all the time. And obviously, everyone hates commuting in the car and traffic. But with everything that's great about working from home, it still has its challenges, especially if it's new for you. So how can you actually keep on track with your career, be productive, and stay sane and happy while working from home? Well, these tips are going to help you. Whether working at home is temporary for you or permanent, here are a few do's and don'ts. Number 1, establish a workspace. You might be the kind that can actually move your laptop from room to room and work from anywhere. This works for some people, especially if you actually live alone. But if you have a family or a roommate or kids, not the best idea. Even if you live alone, it's a better idea to actually set up a place that's dedicated for your work. The space doesn't have to actually be big, but it needs to be a place that actually feels different than hanging out at home. It should signal to you and your brain, okay, when we're here, we're in work mode. So what do you need in this space? Think about your space back in the office. It had the equipment you needed, right? Your laptop, your phone, a printer, whatever, right at hand or close by to you. It had a good lighting and good Wi-Fi. It was a place where you actually could concentrate and be comfortable. And guess what? If the space you had in your office didn't have these things, guess what? You can actually set them up for yourself at home. It helps to create a workspace where you can actually be isolated to help you focus, like a back room or a closet or a balcony. If you can't do that, then try putting up a screen or turning your desk away from the rest of your home. The point is to make it a space that you automatically associate with so that you know when it's time to actually go to work. Your brain flips into gear and it's ready for work time. Number 2, maintain your morning routine. Some mornings the coffee just isn't strong enough. I get it. But when you had an office to go to, you figured it out, right? You got to bed early enough so that you could actually get up at a certain time. You got up and got dressed. You got the kids fed and ready to go, and you showed up to work on time. When you work from home, I know it seems to be tempting to hit the snooze button, stay in your PJs, wander out to that desk at noon, and watch soap operas in the middle of the day. But that's not what we can do. Don't do it. Keeping a routine is key to keeping on track and being productive and feeling good about yourself. When you keep your routine, your brain cranks into working gear automatically. You feel more alert and on task. You're more effective at what you do, and the people around you, whether at home or at work, know what to expect from you and when. Number 3, create weekly and daily goals when you're working from home for the first time. It keeps hard to keep track of the days, much less when you're supposed to actually be getting things done. If you wander from task to task without a plan, it's easy to go nowhere and to get nothing accomplished. If you care about being successful in your work, you need to actually set goals for yourself. Goals give you direction and help you set priorities. Set both weekly and daily goals for what you want to actually accomplish and commit to them. Your daily and weekly goals should always contribute to a larger long-term goal for yourself. I know a lot of people set long-term goals and give up on them. Most often it's because they've lost their sense of purpose. Why are these big goals important? What will they mean to you when you actually achieve them? Just because you're actually at home doesn't mean you need to be less ambitious of yourself. Write down larger goals and the reasons why you want them. Read them every morning. Next, as you create your daily and weekly goals, pay attention to how they support your big goal. When you clearly establish why you want your big goals, you'll feel more motivated to accomplish them daily, and weekly goals will help get you there. You'll figure out how to accomplish them no matter where you're working from, and no matter how comfy that couch looks, you won't be tempted to procrastinate. Number 4, don't forget to take breaks. Back in the office, breaks came pretty naturally, right? Someone stops by your desk to chat with you or to get you a cup of coffee in the break room. You have to step out for lunch or walk down the hall to the mailroom. But at home, you can find yourself so absorbed in the grind that you forget to actually go to the bathroom. That's not healthy for you physically or mentally. And even though it seems like you're getting more done, you're actually less productive. Your brain needs breaks to stay sharp, and your body needs breaks to stay actually healthy. It's tricky to remind yourself to stop and to give your mind and body a rest. Try setting an alarm for a coffee break. Take a 15-minute walk or do 15 minutes of chores around the house or brush your teeth, something, right? Your work will still be there when you get back. And do the end of the day at the end of the day. In an office, the doors close at certain times and you're on your way home. While you're working from home, be sure to close the doors and head home when that day is done. And number 5, lastly, manage your time effectively when you work from home. For the most part, you're the one who says how you'll spend your time, how you'll structure your day, and how you'll stay balanced and accountable. A lot of people thrive with freedom, and others freak out. Large masses of unstructured time can be overwhelming, so structure them for yourself. Schedule your daily tasks and goals. Give yourself specific time frames to work on them. If your brain's sharpest first thing in the morning, do the tasks that require brain power early in the day. Answer all of your emails once or twice during the day to minimize distraction. Figure out the structure that makes you most productive and stick to it. Whether you're working from home, by choice or not, the tips I've shared can actually make you a lot happier, more productive, and more successful. If you want to learn the strategy that I use and my team uses to be more productive and hold ourselves more accountable, then click the link below in the description and we'll give you a free copy.
Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.